you for joining us as we discuss our 8th grade promotion ceremony. In order to use the closed caption translation in YouTube, please follow the directions on the screen. In the bottom left of your screen, click on the CC button, click on the wheel that is in the Settings button, and then select the language to which you'd like it translated. While we believe that we have hit on many questions that you might have, if there are questions that arise during the presentation, please scan this barcode now and enter your questions in the form provided. We will be covering the following things. We will be reviewing the dates, we'll talk about promotion requirements, ticket distribution, ceremony safety guidelines, some tips for students, and general logistics. Our ceremony will be held on June 9th. It's a Wednesday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. and it will be at the Danbury High School Athletic Stadium. So we will be outdoors. That means if it happens to rain heavily that day, we will move it until June 14th. The time will remain the same at 2:30 and the location will remain the same. If by some chance it rains heavily both days, then we will do a virtual moving up ceremony as we did last year. But we're going to hope for good weather and a beautiful, sunny, and not too hot day on June 9th. In order to participate in promotion, students in 8th grade may not be failing 2 or more core classes. Keep in mind that a passing grade is a 65 or higher for F1 for at least 4 out of 5 core classes. The core classes include American History 8, ELA Core or ESL 1, 2, or 3, Literacy Workshop or Literacy Boost, Literacy Blast, or Specialized Reading, Math 8 or Algebra 1, and Science 8. Students will be receiving their tickets in school for those students who do attend our hybrid learning. Our blue cohort will be having their tickets handed out on June 1st, orange cohort on June 2nd, and we're going to be offering pickup times as well for all of our students on June 3rd throughout the day from 7:45 a.m. through the evening until 7 p.m. On June 7th from 12:45 p.m. till 2:30 p.m. and on June 8th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. There are a limited number of seats available. Each eligible 8th grade student will receive 4 guest tickets. In order to enter the stadium, you must show the ticket at the gate. If you do not have a ticket, you will not be given entry. There are no exceptions. Any child, regardless of age, it could be an infant, it could be a toddler, it could be a 15-year-old. Each child, each adult, each person is considered an additional guest and will need a guest ticket. This is due to the COVID restrictions. It is not simply how many people we can fit in there, it is how many can fit safely and at a safe distance. If you show up without a ticket, you will not be given entry. You must continue to wear a mask at all times. You must also sit on a designated physically distanced spot on the bleachers and remain there for the entire ceremony. There is not permitted any moving around to get a photo or a better view. Once you're escorted to your seat, you must remain there for the entire ceremony. Some tips for students around what to wear. Many students love to buy a new outfit or wear something that they haven't gotten a chance to. Dress pants and a blouse, khakis and a button-down, a skirt and blouse, or a dress are fine. We also encourage you to wear comfortable shoes. Many girls like to wear high heels. I would suggest that you break them in ahead of time. You will be walking across the track and the field, and it might be a little bit wobbly. You will walk up a couple of steps, and so please be sure that you are comfortable in wearing those shoes. If it's sunny, we highly recommend wearing some sunscreen. Some tips for the ceremony day. Our expectation is that students will arrive around 2 p.m. and we expect them to be on time. Parents will check in with your ticket, and students will be escorted to a gathering area to look for their Block 82 teacher. Your Block 82 teacher will have a large envelope with your promotion certificate and your name on a card. Please do not lose this. You will have the option to sit anywhere you'd like, but when you enter the stage, you're going to hand me the name card so that I could read your name out loud. So please, please, please do not lose the large envelope. We will begin the ceremony promptly at 2:30. So if you are late, we will start without you. We have another ceremony after us, and we need to keep to our time. And now for some logistics. If you're not familiar with Danbury High School, there are multiple ways to enter to park. You can enter from Beckrell Street, you can enter from Clapboard Ridge and come around the front of the school, or you can come down a little ways and also enter from Clapboard Ridge, but to park where the new construction happened. Any of those 3 spaces will be available for you to park. Our ceremony will occur on the field. There will be a stage set up on the 50-yard line. The students' seats will be on the track and facing the stage, and in the stadium seating is where our guests will sit. When you enter the stadium, you will show your ticket and follow the directions given by the staff. Students will be gathered in a separate area, as I said before, so that they can get their envelope. We know that many of you want to share in this celebration with all of your family members, and we recognize that 4 tickets may not be enough. However, that is twice as many tickets as we usually hand out when we do this indoors at Danbury High School. To help with additional viewing options, we will be streaming this live on my YouTube channel, which you are on right now. It will be streamed live on Hatters TV. It will also be streamed live on the RPMS website. And because it's being streamed and recorded, it will be available for future viewing on my YouTube channel. Thank you to the parents and students who posed questions using our Google form. Here are some of the answers. A question was raised whether or not kids can come to the ceremony if they count as a guest, and does like a 1-year-old need a ticket? And then also, do students need tickets to enter as well? So as I stated earlier, and I just want to be super, super clear, children absolutely may attend, any age, but any age child does require a ticket. It's about the number of humans, not necessarily the age. Graduating 8th grade students do not need a ticket, so those 4 tickets are only for guests of that 8th grade graduating student. Another question was, are children wearing caps and gowns, and are they receiving a yearbook? Students are not wearing caps and gowns. They can wear any nice outfit that they choose, and if you purchased a yearbook earlier in the year, students will receive those prior to the last day of school, which is June 14th. Summer begins June 15th for students. Another good question is that after finishing the 8th grade, to enter the 9th grade, do I need to register my child, or do they automatically go to the high school? Any child who has successfully completed 8th grade is automatically registered for 9th grade at the high school. If your child got into Henry Abbott Tech, we will transfer them there as well. No need to worry. And that concludes our promotion ceremony information session. Thank you for posing questions and for spending a few moments with us. We can't wait to see our rising 9th grade students at 2 p.m. sharp in the DHS Outdoor Stadium. Remember, we will begin promptly at 2:30.